Well, welcome to the US. How do you like this so far?
It's different, man. It's different than Europe, to be honest. It's like the US is bigger. Everything is bigger. In Europe, everything is more cozy. But I like it, man. It's Miami. It's nice. There's a lot of traders like yourself, and there's a lot of wealth. So it's cool, man.
Yeah, and then the big thing about Florida is taxes. For Americans, is because every state has different taxes. So Florida has no taxes. Not good. So that's why people that's why I moved here, honestly. And of course, the weather is pretty nice during the summer, maybe not so nice, but the beaches are nice, and it's a good place to live, and there's a lot of entrepreneurs here.
So you have no income tax in Florida.
So no, so you in America it's kind of weird. We have federal tax, and that's a separate tax, and you have state tax, which depends where your state is. So the state is zero, but the federal tax you still have to pay. So you have to pay the federal government, but the state government you don't have to pay. But you do have certain other taxes, like when you go to the gas station, you pay taxes. When you go sell your home, you pay those kind of taxes.
Yeah.
This is a little bit different, but it's cheaper than where I was at, which was California.
Okay.
But it's funny that you come to the US and I'm going to Europe tonight.
Yeah,
I'm recording this, and I'm tonight at, I think my flight is at 8:20 p.m. or something like that. I'm gonna be going to Europe.
What do you think? What do you think is the best, Europe or America? Such a spot there.
Honestly, if you put a gun to my head and you're like, you have to pick one, I'm choosing Europe.
Okay.
Like, if you're like, okay, you cannot go anywhere else, it's like, the food's better. I'm sorry, America has decent food, but like, I prefer the European food better. The lifestyle's better.
So like the Cuban food here that we have.
I like the Cuban food, but it's like, I'm from Italy. I like the Italian food.
Yeah.
I like the French food more. It's just, and it's just the lifestyle. And I also do have some family in Italy. I have family in America, but I also have family in Italy.
Okay, I see.
But the important one is like the business.
Mm-hmm.
So make money.
This is better for America.
If you don't make money, real estate is really good here. Starting a business is like, their laws are really friendly to an entrepreneur. Like they show, like for example, for Italy, for my country in Italy, the laws are not good. If you want to open a new business, it's very hard.
Yeah, it's very hard.
They make it very hard. What about
Same in Belgium, yeah.
the same in Belgium? What about in Cyprus, where you are right now?
Cyprus is easy, man. In Cyprus, there are a lot of reasons why we moved to Cyprus, but one of them is just you have less rules about Forex. Even in Belgium, they banned Binance.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, it was starting with the business, but still, like they have like so many rules you have to be first before you can do like anything, and then also we have like 50% tax, what is crazy.
Yeah, no, it's
Income tax 50%, and then when you start a business, you have 20% tax on the business.
on top of 50%. So it's 50%.
No, you have like 20% if you start a business, and now 50% if you take the money out of the business.
So you bring tax 70% on everything.
Yeah, you pay tax. So many things. There's so many rules, bro. So for me, Cyprus was way better, of course. But still, yeah, like still like more Europe because the culture, like you told me, the foods, and just the people in general. I mean, it's different, bro. Like I told you, Miami is so over the top, man. But it's cool. It's nice. Probably a lot of business, but different.
No, I totally get you. I wonder if you like New York. New York is, I would say, if there's one city more like Europe, it's like New York. Now, New York is a big city, so it's busy, but it's very much like a lot. You can tell there's a lot of European influence. Like sometimes I'll be walking around and I hear people talking in town.
As I want, the traffic like super bad.
Oh yeah, but like the nice thing is you have to really drive. Like when I was there, I didn't really drive at all. Never.
Okay.
You either walk, like you have a lot of stores nearby. You need something, and you can take the subway and stuff. It's kind of dangerous now, but you'll be fine. As a guy, it's pretty easy.
Okay, I see.
How's the trading in Cyprus? So like you trade Forex,
Yeah.
right? What sessions are you mostly trading? Like trading your side?
To be honest, I like trading like a little bit of swing trading now and then. So for me, it doesn't matter, to be honest.
So what time frame do you trade?
I trade mostly the weekly, the day I do my analysis, and then I go over to the 4 hour, 1 hour to do everything else. But I can also scalp or day trade. I do it a lot because I have multiple accounts. So one of them more like swing trading, one of them more like the day trading. So for me, it's mostly the weekly and the daily. And sometimes I just go for a swing trade and I don't look with New York session or London session. I don't trade when there's no volume, of course.
Yeah, well,
Or they're just stupid. But for everything else, it's just like for me, man, mostly London session because then I wake up and I do my analysis. Okay. But for everything else, it's just going.
So what would you say is the benefit of being a swing trader versus being a day trader / scalper?
It's crazy because I'll do them both, of course. But like the thing is with swing trading, man, I have this stress. Like when you go to sleep, you just know that your position is open. For me, if I would do that on my big accounts, I wouldn't survive it. Like I would wake up and I'm like, my nights would be completely dead. So for me, like the day trading on the bigger accounts, 100%, it's like my trades are closed. I can sleep in peace. The swing trades, if I do it on my lower accounts, I don't care about the trades, man. I don't look at them. I just take profits, break even, stop loss. That's it. That's it. And I just feel like, all right, they run, and I look at them. Mostly those trades are the most profitable trades, to be honest, because just like I have the break even point and I don't care about the trades. I always tell the people, when you have like other source of money, income, then you don't really care about your trades anymore, and you're just like peaceful, and trades are going to hit whatever they do, but you have like risk rewards, so it's all fine in the end.
Yeah, that's, I think what the people like you're mentioning is like when you don't like, when you're very stressed about the money, you like a lot of beginners, like they take their trades, like they see a little bit grain, they're up $50, $100, and then they close it.
Yeah.
And then it ran, could be $1,000 because they're too stressed about the money. But once you get to a level that's like, hey, either you've been doing it for a while or you have enough money that you don't need to be stressed anymore. That's when you make the big money because you can let it hit your full PT. So all times that you have the right plan, you have the right analysis, you have the right technicals behind that.
True.
But your emotions beat you to it, which, you know, we all, I mean, I was the same when I first started. I started trading in 2014. When did you start trading?
Well, the thing is, like, it's in my family.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's cool, actually.
Like my brother, he did like stocks. He traded all his stocks. So I've been in trading like a long time, but it was first time in stocks. Just only stocks, just investing.
Long-term investing stuff.
Yeah, that was the only thing. And then I went to Forex when I saw like all these pro firms popping up. So Forex maybe like 2 years or something. And then stocks, yeah, like a long time ago. But it's the same analysis that I'm doing, to be honest. But it was just way longer and it was different because I couldn't short. It was just buying at that point. So yeah.
And I tell people this, I was making a YouTube video actually last night, and I made a video, options, stocks, Forex, crypto, which one's the best, or futures. And I was telling people that if you learn technical analysis, if you can read the chart, and if you can read, you know, whatever's going on in the chart, you can trade. I was like, you don't even need to tell me what it is. I'll tell you where it's going. And then people tell me like, oh, options or Forex. I'm like, do whatever you like, but if you just learn technical analysis, all same plans and same strategies. With Forex, like, what's your favorite pair?
You trade all of them, man. I used to have like favorite pairs. It was like only gold, only Nasdaq, like you. But then like another Forex, of course, Nasdaq, but maybe.
Yeah.
And then like now I trade them all. Man, like I don't know, man. Like for me, an opportunity is an opportunity. I don't care which pair it is.
Well, if you're swing trading, day trading, you can't really do only one pair because then it's like you'll take very long times between setups, I guess. And what would you say? Do you trade like what's your trading style? Is it like smart money concept? You know, like I see T is really popular right now.
To be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of smart money concept. I'm not gonna lie, because the thing is like it's so difficult for what it is. To be honest, because we get the same things in the end, but they just make it like super difficult with all those names. And then just so somebody starts, it's like, oh, trading is so crazy. But like for me, I do also a lot of fundamental analysis.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 100%. Like especially in stocks and everything.
What is for swing trading is a little.
Yeah. Like on Nasdaq, if I take swing trade on Nasdaq, because we used to be in like a super long swing trade on Nasdaq. It's with my brother because he does a lot of fundamental analysis, and then he just send me this, and then we just get in the trade. And then it's more on Nasdaq, on the S&P 500, on gold. So yeah.
Is your brother like? Does he do like some job that like he does with stocks, or is it just like he likes stocks? Like he's this is a
full-time job right now.
Oh, he's just full-time.
Okay. Yeah, I do only stocks. So I can trade. It's like a retail trader, bro. But still, he's doing good, man. He's doing good. But it's like long-term investing all the time. So it's just like he picks a stock that is just undervalued, and then
he buys shares, or is he trading options?
Shares.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. I had your trading style, man. I'm like interested in it.
My trading style, you know, like a lot of people right now is really popular smart money concept. Like he was like, I do trade some ideas that are similar.
Yeah, of course.
And I tell people this is like, the smart money concept is not new. I was like, you know, ICT's not like, he didn't invent this stuff. He kind of acts like the way he does. That the way he acts is like he invented it and he's like the creator of it. And maybe certain things he does, but like I trade all supply and demand, right? A lot of technical support resistance, supply and demand. And I really like Fibonacci. I'm doing a lot of Fibonacci and a lot of LE waves I trade, and it's kind of like my theory of trading is between the LE waves, Fibonacci, and then adding my supply and demand support resistance for actual entries and exits. Now I day trade mostly, like I'm on a 5-minute time frame.
Okay, all right.
So I do chart the daily and the weekly, but I'm always trading NASDAQ and SPX 500 and US 30. So it's very easy. I just throw my lines like for the daily and the weekly. I don't really have to adjust them too often. But then intraday, I trade a lot of gaps, which I used to call it only gaps, but what's my concept called fair value gaps. I used to trade all those, and I still do. But it's kind of my trading style. just, I just learned how to trade when I was 2014. I learned how to trade I just found out about trading 2015 is when I went to college, right? And then I was in college my first very year. And then there was a guy that sat next to me, and he was on Robinhood. I don't know if you ever heard of the app, Robinhood. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I had a lot of stuff. And he was like, "Hey man, like get into trading, download the app to get a free stock." I got into it, and then his dad would teach us. Like his dad was like really good at trading.
Okay.
And he would teach us like a lot of these concepts that you might supply and demand and all these fundamental concepts. And it was nice back then, like 2015, 2016, 2017, when I was learning to trade like my fundamentals. Is like there's not a lot of bullshit going on. Like right now, it's a lot of like young kids trying to teach you how to trade. And you're not learning the right way. But back then, it's not popular to be a day trader. I talked to somebody and nobody knew. Like day trading, what are you doing? It's crazy. But now it's very popular. You talk to everybody and everyone knows about trading.
Yeah.
So I think I learned the fundamentals the right way. And so my discipline is very good and my emotions are very good. But nowadays it's like more crazy. I think it's like the people are more crazy when they're learning to trade. It's not easy. So I would say, that's kind of like my trading style is like my own. I have my own strategies that I built and took a little piece of, of what I found through the years. And I trade a lot based on time as well. Like my trades are always, I trade New York Open. And I trade always New York Open. Okay. But I don't take a trade until the first 15-minute candle closes. So it's 9:30 is the open, 9:30 EST. My first trade becomes at 9:45 EST, depending on the 15-minute candle. I might take a trade either up or down. Based on a couple other things. So that's what I trade a lot based on time areas. And then my next trade I wouldn't take till 10 a.m.
So you're more like scalper then?
Yeah. I would say my average trade is like 30 minutes. Okay. Yeah. But it's like, again, I trade with a pretty big size. That's very nice to just close my position.
100%. Yeah, that's the thing I think. Like, in scalper, you have like big capital. Yeah, of course, that is nice, man. You can just close it and it's different. But for me, like I do a top-down analysis, but I still do sometimes with day trade. I just do a top-down analysis, just weekly, daily. And then from the zone, that's for me interesting, my major zone. Then I just do like little position open with like 2 or 3% risk. Sometimes that's
do you scale into position? Like you buy a little bit and then you wait if it goes up, let's say a little more. You just you enter and that's it. I know I'm the same way, but I know some people have strategies that's like hit one level by half and it hits another level by down and half.
A lot of people do it, to be honest. Yeah, I see a lot. Yeah, especially on S&P 500 and everything. I feel people doing that.
I prefer the I'll say 80% of my trades are the NAS, so the NASDAQ. Yeah. The reason is because the one thing I've found, especially recently with the SPX 500, is half the SPX is tech stocks, other half is stocks in the US 30. Okay. So a lot of times I've noticed the US 30 is down, NASDAQ is up, SPX is in the middle. It's kind of up and it's choppy, very choppy. Well, I'm like, why? I don't want to be stuck in that choppiness. In the last 3 months, I noticed. So I've been only focused almost on NASDAQ, and there's a lot of volume. It's very easy to trade, and US 30 sometimes moves a little crazy. Like one little move can be a huge move. Yeah, US 30 moves crazy. So it's just that perfect balance for me has been. And I like tech stocks. I like to keep up with certain Tesla, Nvidia, Apple. I
love them.
Exactly. US 30 is like.
Yeah, but you don't do like long-term investing with him?
No, I do. I also do some long-term investing.
So you have a portfolio?
Yeah, I have a long-term portfolio I don't touch. And it's actually, I made a whole video on my YouTube on it, and people can click a link and see exactly what my long-term investments are. And almost all of them is tech stock.
Yeah.
Because we're still young, so tech stock, I don't care dividends as much. Like, old people like in dividends and
indeed.
Yeah, I'm more into like the tech
same 100%. Like we got some big gains on that.
Yeah. Apple, buy yourself. Did you buy Nvidia? Well, just bet on Nvidia?
Yeah, everything. It was from the beginning, bro.
Still from what was it like your entry?
The thing was like it's with my brother, so we have like a portfolio. We have it together, so it's nice. So he's like doing everything on the stock side of that portfolio. So he'd buy everything up, but it was like Apple, Amazon, Nvidia. Nvidia was later. It was way later. Then we had like all the big ones, to be honest.
Tesla. Does you like Tesla? You never like Tesla? It's overvalued for that? A lot of fundamentals guys hate Tesla.
Yeah,
say straight. You see a lot of those guys it's overvalued.
No, we don't have Tesla. But I don't know all of them. We have had like
AMD?
Foods. No. No. You're in a long-term portfolio. What do you have?
Well, honestly, my biggest gain ever percent was AMD. So when I bought AMD for like $10 way back in the day.
Crazy.
Yeah, because it was like my very first company I did analysis on was AMD, and luckily it's been well. But for me, my biggest percent is Apple. Okay. Always Apple. and equally as big is Microsoft.
Okay.
Now, I have very small Amazon. So for my analysis, Amazon is very, like, I don't think it has much more room up, so I stopped investing in it.
Okay.
And also with TikTok now, we kind of becoming competitor Amazon, I didn't like it. So I bought, my third biggest is Google, fourth biggest is NVIDIA, then AMD and Tesla equally is, I think 4% of my portfolios are both of them. And then I have a lot of 1% of my portfolios, the other 100% pie. And then, I have some, like, JP Morgan, some very safe one, Walmart. I'll have it for
So that's like also like ETFs.
Yeah, and then 25% is SPY. So 25% is SPY, and I don't want to change that. And then 7% is Apple, 7% is Microsoft, 6% is Google, 5% was NVIDIA. I think I lowered that now. And then 3% is AMD, Tesla, and then the rest is all 1%. Amazon 1%. Meta, I did 1%. I wish I did a little more.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I wish I did a little more now. But I like where they were doing with the whole world.
Like ETFs are just the P500 away for all ETF on my shares. They're just the biggest that I have in my portfolio. And crypto, how do you think about it?
Oh, crypto, yeah, of course. So I right now I do not hold really any much many altcoins. I'm almost
It also altcoins and everything.
I did when it was during the bull run. I would invest with them, but it was more like a swing trade. Like I'll buy one. I think this was going to do well, but then I'm not holding those. Like for cryptos, like I like stocks. I don't want to hold for 10 years. You don't know what's you don't know what's going to happen.
No, it's completely different, man. Yeah, I get what you mean.
Like other than like Bitcoin.
Yeah, maybe Bitcoin or Ethereum. The big
yeah, that's only two. But like, I don't want to hold. Like I get in one of my best ones was actually Shiba Coin.
Okay.
So Shiba Coin, I did like 15x on Shiba Coin.
Okay, that's great.
I made a YouTube video. Like I never talked about crypto, but I made a whole YouTube video of Shiba Coin and why it was good. And it played out perfectly, and I sold that.
Yeah.
Shiba Coin was really big, and CRO was really big for me. The 10x was I met a guy in California. Met a guy, then he came up to me. He's really rich. He made a lot of money in Bitcoin in 2012. He's really old. He's like buy CRO the credit card. And then I got the credit card, the CRO credit card, the debit card, sorry. And then they forced you to lock for 6 months. You cannot touch it. But I unlocked it when it was 90 cents, and then I sold it. It was literally the perfect 6 months, a little bit of luck. So I put down, I got the $50,000 debit card. I was like, this guy's telling me it has a lot of money. He's like so much money. I was like, I do it. So I put in $50,000. I locked it in the CRO credit card or debit card, and then I held it. And then because I was forced to hold for 6 months, and then the 6 months when I unlocked was when there was the news there was going to be the Lakers stadium, and then I sold the exact 10x, and I have a bunch of videos of that, and so it was a perfect 10x from the bottom to the top, and there's a little bit of luck because they locked it.
It's a little bit of luck, bro, but still, luck to that. Like so many people say all the time, like it's luck. Nah, bro, you did it. Like it's no luck when you did it. You took the chance, they didn't. That's still very true. It's still not luck, man. You did it, and that's why you got the opportunity. And now,
look, what about you? What's your crypto?
Nothing to me.
You don't like crypto?
I don't like crypto.
You like
I never really liked it. And my Discord, they always say the same. Like, why don't you like crypto? But for me, man, I have like Bitcoin, Ethereum. That's it.
I agree with that. Like when it comes to like actually investing, is not that good, or even trading. Like because it's 24/7, it's really hard to trade. I was like, I don't like Bitcoin and Ethereum, but like. Like when the whole bull run was going on, I did get like into it more. Yeah. It was very exciting. It was a lot of money. People getting rich for nothing. And I missed like Dogecoin. I missed. And then I was like, oh shoot, I missed Dogecoin. I have a lot of friends who want to do it. So I looked for some other things. But it is a double-edged sword because I lost a lot of money with Luna.
Okay.
So I lost a lot of money. So it was always it's a double-edged sword. And I did get some money locked away on what was it, Celsius. Celsius the app. So I lost like 2 Bitcoins that were stuck there. Whatever. Hopefully I get them back at some point, but I don't know people. So it's very risky, I would say.
It's still risky, man. Like, but for me, I've fallen in love with Forex, with Nasdaq, and with gold, man.
I never traded gold. I have some gold for long-term portfolio,
but people were so scared, man, with all the bankings collapsing and like the interest rates were hiking every time, and gold was going so crazy on the bull run. Made so much money from that pair, man. Not gonna lie.
I had one, like, it's kind of different. I traded the gold one time. It was a swing trade very similar to, like, probably the same time as you, but it was on options. Okay. Right. So we have a ticker symbol GLD. It's like a ETF for gold, and I bought a long call option. Yeah, I saw that. And I have some GLD, like, ETF on my long-term portfolio. Only 1%, and I have some silver. Do you like silver and all these other metals?
No, for me, just gold I'm trading, but I did also the ETF that you're talking about. like my brother did ETF, like you're talking about. So yeah. But yeah, the gold trade, it was a big swing trade, and it was like awesome. From now trading gold for me is not really
It's exciting.
Yeah, no, at this moment, gold is well, like really, it's really got same zone every time. But yeah, we'll get a big bull run, bro. That was so crazy, man. But I think they're gonna hike the interest rates again, so we're gonna see what happens with gold, man.
We had what was the report last week? The job report. It was like still like
still terrible everything. No, but the economy is getting better. It's fine.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. We'll see where the market goes, especially now. A lot of people are like, not everyone was when the market was at the bottom, everyone was bearish, and now it's been going up. Everybody's bullish again. So now I'm like, I think it'll probably go down again.
It's gonna go down again.
Yeah.
So to be honest, man, I think we're gonna get the recession going eventually.
Wait, is Europe already in a recession or like
no? But technical.
No, technical.
They can cover everything up these days, man. But yeah.
Then they change. Sometimes didn't they change the definition, like the recession, like America, at least they change.
They can just do it like that. It's so crazy. Sometimes I'm not gonna talk about camera this much, but like sometimes it scares me, bro. Like they can change everything like this. Like they can change definitions, they can change rules. It's so crazy, man. It scares me.
And then it's crazy because like they put like these laws, and then the laws have so many like 500 pages. Like no one is reading that. And that law somewhere they can be like, we're changing this or we're changing like. At least this is how America works. I'm sure probably Europe is the same.
It's the same.
And it's like no one's reading that. No one has time to read that. And it's like, and even the politicians, like I tell, like for example, we have Biden, right? And it's I don't care about Biden, Trump. I don't really care. But if you're like a 70-year-old, like how do you know after you read 500 pages, you're so busy, you have to go to this meeting, you have to go to this event. How do you know what law you're passing? You're just signing whatever the money is giving you. These big companies, sure, they give these guys the money and pass, they pass whatever. But all this shit scares me, man. Yeah, but then I ask myself, like, what can I do about it? Nothing. So the only thing I can do is make money, and like I don't care what they're doing. I have my money.
Yeah,
make their own life. Yeah, exactly. Live their own life.
Experience. Yeah, because like even the money, they can just put it away. Just put it from you, man. Like it's so crazy. Like the experience, traveling, everything, that's from you, man. They can never take it away.
But that's why. What about the crypto? How do you feel about like cryptos? Like they cannot take that away. Let's say you have Bitcoin, they can't. How do you feel about that? Do you think it's true? I think it's bullshit.
An exchange can go.
Yeah, exactly. That's not say it's bullshit.
Still, it can collapse and all your money is gone. For me, crypto even and like I said, like in Belgium, they bans Binance like that, just like that. Like what you gonna do with your crypto? Though?
And even the cold store wallet, like they got hacked. Like
yeah, bro. For us, it's also like it's so crazy, man. Like I was talking with Raul about the same thing. Like it's just crazy, bro. Your money's not safe, man.
Not anymore. Honestly, maybe the best thing is real estate. I guess. Because like someone will always need somewhere to live. But at least in America, real estate is like a big deal for us. So it's a good investment. So I tell people like I try to keep a lot of money in my bank account because one is inflation is really high, so you're gonna lose the inflation. Two, you're gonna spend it on something stupid if you see it there. So maybe it's better to invest than like find some ways to invest. Stocks are great.
Yeah.
Real estate is really good. And it means starting businesses. Spend $20,000 to start a business. Maybe it goes well, you make a lot of money. It doesn't go well, it's tax write-off. It's like if you lose $20,000 in business, I can claim a tax deduction for the year, and then it is what it is. But people are very scared. We're really scared to take that jump. And even become a trader, they're scared to learn how to trade and all these things. But
1 second, Peter, just check it's still recording. Still go? All right.
So good? Okay, good.
Yeah, fine. But sometimes the camera, like 30 minutes, it just shut off.
No, or sometimes it's, we have the timer here, so right now we've been going for 25 minutes.
Oh, that's fine.
So we have the timer right there soon because we need it. And then what time is it? It's 1:30. Yep. We're 25 minutes in. Good to go.
All right. We're talking about.
We were talking about like money. Nice money. We're talking always about money.
Okay.
So wait, I'm going to ask you some questions. So your social media, like, what made you want to make like a social media page and make videos?
To be honest, push yourself out of everything from social media. In the beginning, I did like fitness content. I was like fitness influencer in Belgium. But then like I was always more tradable, always more getting more involved with it. And for me, I had nobody to trade with. Like in Belgium, nobody knew it. It's not like here, man. It's completely different. So for me, I started talking about it just to have like people that have runs in trading, bro. That was the only reason when I started. Like I had nobody. My brother is from Spain. So
it's from Spain.
Yeah. So I had nobody to talk with it, and then I started to make content from it. So like having people to talk with, and I saw like they got a lot of traction trading. And I saw like, of course, the big names here in Miami. and I want to be like them, bro. Like I want to chill with them, and then eventually get to Miami and do something with them. Yeah, it happened. So we did it. It worked out.
What was the one trader you were like looking? Like you watch rolls like you was always that role?
100%. That's why I started like in Forex and everything. He was like the big start for me. And then after that, were a lot of traders. But Raul was the one I saw on Instagram, was scrolling on Reels. And I saw him with the Slambo and everything. And I was like, what is crazy? What is this guy doing? And I saw Forex things, and I was getting more involved in those stuff.
Raul was like a big star for like a lot of people. Yeah, he's really big in the industry. And the thing about him, he's been doing it for so long. Yeah. There's not a lot of guys nowadays. Like on Instagram, it's like this is hard to find guys that've been trading for like as long as he has.
Yeah,
I've been trading for like 9 years now, I guess.
That's super crazy, bro.
Yeah, but I will say this to people is like when I first started, I did not take it very serious. So like in 2014, I just like watched some videos, but I never like took a trade. And 2015, I was maybe a little more serious. 2016, more serious. It was until like 2017, I was like very serious, studying every day, showing up within the market. And that like 3 years, if I started doing that at the very beginning, I would have been more profitable much faster. Some people take it like as a hobby. Don't take it as a hobby. Take it like very serious. Take it as a job every day. At least if you cannot trade, you don't have to trade. You can chart, watch some videos, do something to get better. You become profitable way longer, because for me, it took a little while because I was not serious. And like you had your brother to help you a little bit. Like I just like my parents hated that. Like
I feel my parents hated it too.
They still hated it.
Yeah. Like, but my grandfather, but he died before I was born. But he did also the real estate, so it's crazy that my parents hated that much because
I don't know.
It's weird. It's weird. But yeah, I don't know, man. They hate trading. They don't hate it anymore. By the way, they invest right now in trading.
Yeah, they see the results.
They switched it, bro. They switched up.
Well, but it's funny. My parents did the same thing. They're like, "Oh, can you make us our portfolio or something?"
Yeah, same.
That's because I showed them like, look, my portfolio. They're more into long-term investing because they're older. Not they didn't. But the long-term portfolio is like, look at the 401k and look at where in America we have a 401k. It's kind of like an investment into the market for your employer, and it's like 7% a year or something that small. And I tell them like, look, my portfolio is up like 20% a year, and then they're like, okay, make some money too, And now they ask me about real estate too. They're getting like into the real estate investing and all these other things. Because my dad was very much like, they go to school, get a job, and
that's why I say like with trading, man, like don't tell your parents anything about your trading. Just start on your own. Don't tell them. Like when you're making money, when you're actually getting somewhere and you understand it, because a lot of people on TikTok traders, they don't even understand what they are doing. They just look at candles. They have no idea what it is. They don't have no idea what trading in general is. And the moment you start to understand it, you can actually give some knowledge to your parents. You can actually show some results. You can actually tell them what everything is about. Then tell them. But before that, bro, just be quiet, man. Just be quiet about it.
And then you look even better. If someone asks you like, okay, what is trading? And you're a very beginner, and you give an answer that's not very good, and you sound down. Yep. Like, I knew it was bullshit. But now you have experience, you can be like, trading is X, Y, Z. And you get a really good, complex answer. They're like, okay, maybe you do know something.
Yeah, but everything, like, they say, oh, this is happening in the world. And you can say, like, an answer. You have, like, an answer. This is why I have
good conversation.
Yeah, indeed.
In Belgium, did you have, before you started trading, did you have a job? Like, were you working? Were you going to school?
No, I was in school. I never really had a job, to be honest. I did some, because I had, like, my apartment in the beginning. I went to an apartment. I will get out of my comfort zone, get out of my parents' house and just start. Like, I don't care with what, just start, right? And then I had, like, a little job. Not that much, to be honest. I got really fast, really going, man. I got really fast going. Like, my first payout was, like, a big one, to be honest. I think it was, like, 12,000 euros or something. It was really going fast, and then from there on, going up.
And then 12,000 euros goes much longer than 12,000 USD. Does not go far, 12,000 USD, but no, it's great. That's a great payout. And that was like, how many? So of course, you got all your platforms. How many tries did you have before your first payout?
Not much, to be honest, bro. But I was a little bit of a blessed kid. Sometimes with some luck, because I had someone who was trading and it was already profitable, and I know him. Like, I got to know him via social media, and yeah, we just lived together a little bit, like chilling, like doing, and he teach me everything, but from a mentor that is with you, like 24/7, teaching you everything, and he's profitable.
Yeah,
bro, you go so fast.
Oh,
you go so fucking fast. Like, it was so crazy. Like, I saw a lot of people who in the academy with me, like, they start out and they're searching for some things, and it takes some time, bro. But for me, like, every fucking day it was like, well, you're doing this wrong, you're doing this wrong, this is happening, then my blood, like, the other side, this. Bro, there you go, like.
You know, and then I tell people this, like, trading is really difficult to learn because no one, like, you know, you go to school, your teachers, they give you homework and they're on top of you. Your parents are on top of you, you know, you do your homework. With trading, it's like it's just you. If you're lazy and you don't want to put in the work and the time, you're not going to be good at it. It's just that simple. But now for you, if you have a mentor that's every day with you, that's the best way. It's very difficult, guys. Very like,
that's lucky, man.
I was a little bit the same. I had this guy in my class, dad, you know, trading, he would teach us. And luckily, I was actually like listening.
Attraction, bro.
A lot of attraction. Because I used to watch, like when I was younger, like I moved from Italy to America, right? And then people were like, I didn't speak English, so it was very difficult to make friends. And some kids were like mean or whatever, you know, like normal stuff, right? But in my head, I was like, what? You motherfuckers, when I grow older, I'll be everybody. So I would spend a lot of time at night, like on YouTube, like how to make money. Just different Amazon, you know, drop shipping. I'd look for everything, and then that's how I found into trading.
So trading is one of the best, in my opinion. For drop shipping and everything, you need so much capital to start with.
And it's so competitive.
So competitive.
It's the hardest thing.
It's still possible. I believe it's still possible. I believe everything is possible if you work hard for it and you eventually find your way. But yeah, to be honest, trading, you learn so much about everything. Dropshipping, you learn a lot about e-commerce, but with trading, you learn the world. Like, it's so different. You learn so much if you just put in all the work in it.
And I like with trading is like, let's say you open up a coffee store and then there's 10 other coffee store. It's very difficult to find customers. But with trading is like, can be 1 million traders.
But still, you have like an Instagram with 200,000 followers, so you are still like, it's still crazy, bro. You're still beating a lot of your competition.
No, but with trading, like, it doesn't matter. Like, with trading, it's just you. If you know how to read the chart, it's just you versus you. And then with social media today, especially, it's very difficult to grow. There's a lot of competition. Of course, it's very doable. You can grow very easily. But it is, everyone now is doing it as much.
I should start with social media.
By social media, actually, I was trading full time and I had my own house in California, minding my business, right? And then I had my girlfriend and my son. So my girlfriend was like, hey, it's COVID. Why don't you make some videos for Instagram? You know, we're doing nothing, you know, we're trading. I was like, no, she told me to make TikToks. I was like, no, I'm not making TikToks. Just, you know, at the time I was like kids dancing and they're not doing that. And yeah, she forced me. She's like, just make it. So I made this TikToks, but I didn't upload the TikTok. I uploaded to Instagram. And then the Reels was new. The Reels was new, so there were a lot of people were doing it, and a lot of people were trading. So it got a lot of attention, and I did really well, especially when like the Biden versus Trump. And I would make videos that was like top 3 stocks to buy when Biden is president. And that had like 5 million views. And then I make another video, top 3 stocks when Trump is president to buy. These people were arguing in the college, and it has like another few million. And then I just kept making content and kept growing. So now I do like mostly trading, but I did some travel stuff as I like to travel a lot and finance in general.
For me, it was completely different because I started with trading content. I started with just content because I liked it, to be honest.
But you did finish content, right?
Yeah, it was in Dutch. It was completely different. But I was doing well, bro. Like in Belgium, I was getting really famous, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. Like when I go on the street, everyone's like, yo.
Really? That's so funny. But was that like, did you make Instagram or was it just
TikTok?
TikTok was
I was super, in the start with TikTok, I was with it, and
So when was this, like 2019, 2020?
Yeah, 2019.
And then it was just like fitness routine? Like
just fitness and just, I made like vlog a little bit and everything. So for me, switching to trading style and social media, it was normal. Like I just switched it and it was normal. Like for me, I made content every day. Like,
and do you like making on that? Do you like it? Do you enjoy it? Making content, do you find
I fucking love it.
Do you love it?
I love it.
Well, what's your like number one goal right now? Like where are you trying to grow your
bro? One of my number one goals was yesterday meeting Raul, bro. No.
But do you have any fitness guys since you started fitness? Do you have anyone that you look up to, like in the fitness industry?
100%, bro. 100%. Like David Late, you know him?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, Jeff Sai, David Late, they were the big guys for me, man. I always wanted to meet those guys too, but it was different because I switched it from fitness to trading. But now my number one goal is just getting a lot of money, to be honest, man. Like it's like a lot of people say like, oh, that's such a bad goal, but it isn't, bro. Like if that's your goal, like do it, and then you can do a lot with the money. You can buy a lot of cars. It's what you like in life.
Yeah, and even if let's say you don't want to buy cars, you don't like new houses, whatever. people are like tell me like, oh no, I want to change the world. I'm like, well, if you're broke, you can't change anything.
Yeah, indeed.
Let's say let's say I make $1 billion, right? For example, I can take 200 million and give to children in the need or whatever you want to do. But if you're broke, you can't do anything.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's the issue with being broke.
But you gotta enjoy life, man. And if you make a lot of money, you can enjoy life better. It's just how it is, man. You can travel, you can buy nice cars, you can buy cool stuff. It's all about buying everything. Like traveling is for me like a super big thing. I traveled a lot this year.
What's your like, bucket list of like destinations?
It was Miami first, and now Japan.
Japan. I want to go to Japan really bad too. I was supposed to go March. I had tickets. It was Japan, March 2020.
That's nice.
It was March 2020, and then of course I couldn't go.
Okay.
So then I had to book another one. Japan was so much fun,
bro. Insane. But for me, I did a lot in Europe this year, and then now a little bit America, and then Japan, of course.
Anywhere else in America? You saw Miami.
California, I want to go, but you said that.
I was like, this shit.
Okay, but yeah. California was one, and then that was it. To be honest, for now.
The California, like the one place I think is fun to see in America is New York because it's just so crazy, right? Unless you're like if you're into like hiking and all this like nature, there's a lot of like national parks. Like personally, I'm not into it, so I can't tell you. But it's like people are like into nature. Yeah, there's a lot of national parks to visit. It's really good. But California is like, to me, it's like a lame Miami. Like if you do not enjoy Miami, you will not enjow California. In my opinion.
I see. All right,
and I spent 10 years there. I spent 10 years in Southern California. So it's 1 hour from LA, like, where I live, in fact. So it's pretty close to Los Angeles.
And Los Angeles also not it.
Especially now, man. Los Angeles is very like dangerous. One, it's all just a mess. I know. The beaches are not that great. If you like the beaches, are not that.
I hear a lot of people saying that, man.
Yeah, I
know.
Yeah, it's very much going downhill. Like now. Some European big cities can be dangerous too, and so it's normal. But
yeah, I get what you mean. But Japan, bro, Japan.
Japan is like the food. I don't know if you like their food. Like sushi's like I love sushi.
Ramen. How do you say it in English, bro?
The ramen. In this building, so like when you were outside, there's a ramen place. It's really good. There's a ramen place.
100% going.
The best ramen place. Like I'm gonna take. We go after this. Well, I'm gonna take you. And then and they have this dessert. Like it's some kind of like Japanese waffle, Korean waffle they say, and it's fucking. I was like, I don't know what it is. I was like,
bro, I'm not gonna lie, I was a big anime fan. Well,
really?
Yeah, I was a big. So for me, Japan, my room it's full with posters from Japan and everything. So yeah.
No, I wanna go to. It's even like apart from Tokyo, there's a lot of beautiful like natural parks.
Yeah.
And then people don't know this, but they have like some pretty good beaches out here. I watch like sometimes I'm bored at home and I'll watch like Japan like vlogs.
That's amazing, bro.
Where like they're not even talking. And like the trains, I always watch it like get on like the train.
Yeah.
When the trains, I was like, I don't know, it's stupid, but like I love watching that stuff.
That's funny, bro. That's funny. But yeah, still, man, like California, maybe it's off the bucket list now because of you, and then maybe New York. Indeed, New York is also one that.
Here in New York is, and then food in New York is really good. There's so much variety because it's such a big city. There's a lot of variety. Like there's all kinds of great foods in New York. I think in food-wise, New York is best. Now it's very expensive because New York is a big city. It's normal. But yeah, for me, like right now, it's only Japan. I've been almost like everywhere now at this point. I tell my girlfriend it's Japan and Antarctica. It's like my only other spot I would go.
Antarctica, bro. That's crazy.
I never seen the cruise to Antarctica.
That's different, completely different. Okay, that's interesting, man. That's interesting.
Yeah, because I've been almost everywhere now. Like I think like last year we spent like in like almost 20 countries.
But always with your family.
Always with me, my girlfriend, my son.
Okay.
Right.
That's
yeah. So it's we always take him everywhere.
Okay.
Now we're good at Italy. Of course it's coming, and in the middle of Switzerland, a couple other places too. But no, yeah, I love traveling too.
Interesting.
I always did, and you know what I miss? I kind of miss COVID. Because I used to, it's weird, but I used to travel during COVID. I travel.
Okay, I see.
The planes were empty. Nobody's traveling. It's just me, and it's very like nice.
The possible.
Yeah, because I had passport, like I had my American passport and my European passport, so I'm traveling. And in South America, and it was never really too much of an issue. And it was just so nice. The plane empty, right? Very cheap first class. Now first class is. I used to get a first class ticket for like $2,000-$3,000, so that's very nice. Now it's like $10,000. I'm like, fuck, dude. I still have to buy it, because I like it, but it's very nice.
Yeah.
And then you go to everywhere you go is very no much tourists. Now everybody's traveling.
Okay.
Airport's super busy. Used to be no lines ever, so I do miss a little bit traveling a little bit.
That's nice, bro.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming on, man. I'm glad you enjoyed Miami. I hope you keep enjoying it. And then, I'll be in Europe soon, so maybe we'll link up again.
All right, ramen. That's what we're gonna eat, bro, guys.